there's something in there. There's a person in here. Go get him in handcuffs.
November 6, 2024. A routine welfare check in an East Las Vegas mobile home park took a chilling turn. The police were called because a 68-year-old homeowner named Monique Gilbertson had not been seen or heard from in days. What officers found inside her home would lead to murder charges and expose a disturbing story of a living arrangement that went terribly wrong.
I have a request for a wellness check on a resident.
When was the last time you heard or seen her?
So the last time she called the office was on the 22nd of October. We've knocked on her door. Her dogs are going insane, which they wouldn't do if she was okay. When I called, the first time it went to voicemail. I called again. Someone answered, didn't say anything. I kept saying hello, hello, and then they hung up. She called you guys about 2 weeks ago. She had a roommate issue, and she called because in her roommate's stuff, she had found a gun.
Yeah, there's a bird.
Immediately after Monique's neighbor had reported her missing, the police came over to her house for a welfare check, but on getting there, the door was locked, so they had to get a locksmith to unlock her door. What they will find out in the next few minutes will send shivers to their spine.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry. I was like, I just got a shower.
This is Daniel Roush. He is the man who suddenly appeared at the door after the police has been trying to enter Monique's apartment for hours. What the police will discover in the next few minutes still keeps me up late at night.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, we've been knocking.
Well, I rent this place.
What's your name?
My name's Jazlynn.
Where's Monique at?
Monique is I'm house sitting right now. She left town for a while.
Where is she? No, she didn't. Where is she?
No, she really did. I swear.
Okay, where is she?
I mean,
Her car's here.
I know her car's here. She has me house sitting. I have I got my rent.
You're not supposed to be here. Come outside. Come outside.
She doesn't have anyone here.
No, I have rent receipts right here actually.
Hey, come outside.
Well, I'm
let's
not talking
talk.
outside.
Now the police are asking Daniel about Monique's whereabouts, but he is claiming he doesn't know, and at the same time, he doesn't want to come out of the house, even after the police officers told him they are here for a welfare check. Is Daniel acting suspicious? Is he actually hiding something? You will find out in the next few minutes.
I'm
Let's
not talking
talk.
outside right now. I have paperwork that I'm supposed to be here. Like, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah, you need to come outside and show us that paperwork. Understand that I'm here to do a welfare check on the occupant of this resident. I am going to do that. You need to come out of that.
Well, she's not here right now, though.
You need to step outside right now. I am giving you a legal and lawful command.
The police officers are now losing their temper as Daniel is not cooperating with them. Now they have a feeling he is hiding something.
If you do not obey that command, I'm going to take you to jail and I'm going to charge you with it.
but I have
Step out of that door
Get
right
out.
now.
no, excuse me. No, I have rights. I call my attorney then. Like,
Okay.
I first off, Monique's not here right now. I have the paperwork right here for her. She had an emergency. She had to go to her brother in the East Coast. So, you know what I mean? Like, she's not here right now. What do you want me to do about it?
Okay. Do you have a phone number we can contact her on?
I mean, like, I usually call her on her 505.
Okay, but what number did you get a phone call for?
I have to look at my.
I already told that number that you call her on.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't call her. She calls me generally.
Okay.
Every couple days, but like,
outside and talk.
I've been here since September.
Okay, that's great. Come outside.
You know what I mean? Huh?
Come outside.
Well, well, no, because I don't trust you guys. I don't really trust the situation right now. You know?
You need to step outside.
Daniel is still refusing to comply with the instructions of the Las Vegas Police Department. The police officers who came for the welfare check now suspects Daniel is hiding something inside the house. What they will do next is going to shock you.
Right now.
Well, what have I done wrong?
Okay, I am here to check the welfare because we have concern for the safety of the lady who lives here.
Okay.
That is not you. You need to step out so I can check the welfare in this house.
I'm a resident here, though.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Step out right now.
Is there anybody else inside with you?
Yeah, like my wife is here as well.
Okay. You and her need to step out.
Okay, but like, what are we doing wrong?
You're not doing anything wrong other than you are not obeying lawful commands from police officers to step outside.
Listen, we're just trying to get in touch with Monique because we came here to check her safety because no one's heard from her.
You can step out.
Okay, well, I mean, like, let me go like let my wife know what's going on. You know what I mean? And then just give me a minute, but I still don't see what the problem is. But yeah, just give me a minute, okay?
Yeah, the problem is that you're super suspicious being here, and we have no idea where Monique is. That's the problem.
Yeah, but they've known I've been here.
Yeah. No one knows that though. The front office doesn't know that. Nobody knows that.
Yeah, she told several people that she talks to this one guy regularly. She told him that I was here.
All the security people here, the front office, the HOA, none of them has any record of you being here. All they know is...
Because I'm 155.
Okay, listen. All they know is Monique is always here, always in contact with the front office. Contacts them like 3 times a day, they said. They haven't heard from her since the 22nd. Her car's sitting out front. It's got some like a dude's hat and some rope in it. And she never leaves without her dogs, according to the front office.
She's like, I'm house sitting and everything for her right now. You know what I mean? I've known her for a few months, but I've known her for longer than that, but I've been staying here for a few months, you know what I mean? So, and then like she told me like she wanted me to house the shit to take care of an emergency, you know what I mean? I can't control that. I don't know the whole everything, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you what I was told.
Okay, so if that's the case, then why won't you let us in to make sure she's not here?
I mean, you can come, yeah, but here's the thing, I don't want you guys trying to do anything to me.
No, I want to go inside so I can confirm Monique's whereabouts. Call your wife, like, hey, come out right now.
Okay.
You guys step outside, and then I'm gonna have a couple officers come inside to clear it, okay? Call her from right there.
But how come we have to stay outside?
Call her out.
Call her out from right there.
Okay, well, give me 1 second.
Just call her out.
Hey, give me a second, please. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
She was in the shower last time I checked. Can I go check on her real quick?
Call her out.
I just tried to call her. She did.
No, you didn't. You
Call louder.
You barely
Hey.
said anything.
Okay. Hey. What's up? They want to come to the
Obligation to find Monique. So if you and your girlfriend can step out front, maybe provide my partner with the information.
I don't know if I can for sure reach her right now because I wasn't able to reach her yesterday.
Okay. But at least provide us with a phone number to reach her on, so we can at least talk to a family member down there or something to confirm her whereabouts.
I mean, that's something I can't promise you you're gonna be able to do that because
Okay.
I can't get a hold of her.
But we would like to try. Is that okay with you?
I mean, but what if you don't get a hold of her? That's my other thing.
That's not what we're worried about. Okay. All we're trying to do is get a hold of her. Okay. Does that work?
I mean, here's my only thing. If you guys can't get a hold of her today, are you guys gonna try and mess with me? I mean, I have no rights to be here.
We're not gonna try and mess with you, okay? We just want to make sure she's okay. That's all.
I'm afraid to come outside because what your partner said.
No, that's not. Listen to me, okay? Listen to what I say. We're here to make sure she's okay. We're not trying to jam you up. The more you cooperate, the easier it's going to be for us and the quicker we can be done with this. Can you please step outside? We're not going to put you in handcuffs. We're just going to have you sit out here and try and give us some information so we can get a better understanding of where Monique is and why she's all of a sudden gone missing.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, that's fine. It's just I'm just nervous because
I understand you're nervous, but can you please open the door?
I'm you guys... I just don't know what to do right now because
Open the door, please.
Okay, so can we stay in the residence?
No, just stand right here. Just stand right here on the balcony, okay?
Well, if I come outside, then you guys have the legal right to mess.
No, we don't.
We don't. There still is no legal right. We have as much legal right now as we do.
So you're confused. You think we're here because we care about you. I don't care about you. I care about Monique and trying to get a hold of Monique. It's weird that you are being very defensive about this.
No, I'm just scared because
I understand.
Because the threat my partner made to me.
I understand. My partner didn't threaten you. It's weird that you're being defensive about this. That is suspicious. Because normal people open the door and they just go, yeah, get your dogs and secure them and bring them outside.
Okay.
Come on. Mister.
Do you have Alicia still in?
I don't know where she has a kind of neck collars, but I don't know. They don't run. She don't take me on shirt.
They're in a room?
No, they're in the cage.
Cage, okay.
Yes, they're in the cage.
Okay. Good. Come on, Carmen.
Hello.
Come on, Carter. Okay. Go over there. The hallway to the left. I'll clear this right. If you want to hold the hallway to the left. Okay. Okay.
Does that go through the kitchen? Other side?
No.
No?
It's blocked off. Oh, shit. Okay. So it opens up here to the right, clear this right hallway. Yeah. There's another door right here. Come back out this way. Okay, place is clear.
I got this room left right here.
Okay. Ooh. This place is just gross, dude. Where is it?
This like big ass pile is because you can't see fucking back there. Looks like they fucking try to cover some shit up.
Here.
Yes.
Control John 6. We're still clearing the inside. There's a ton of trash in here. Is that a door? Or does this slide over? Yeah, it does. Here, slide that over. You see the other side?
That's what's happening.
Jesus. I don't smell anything. It smells like they were burning something in here.
Why do they have like all these fucking like small like foam things? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I really wonder what happened to the fucking Monique.
Is that blood?
No, I think that's shit.
What is this?
The freezer?
It was this moment the police officers noticed a freezer that looks like someone is trying to hide. Is there anything hidden inside the freezer? Or is it just a normal freezer? Hit the subscribe button and you will find out in a few minutes.
Yep.
Where's it locked at? It's right here. I think.
Yeah, it's got a key on it. Is it a Allen thing?
It's like an Allen key.
Dude.
If there's a body in here, dude.
I swear to God.
Is this thing even on?
Huh?
Yeah, it's on. It's running.
He's freaking out saying we can't open it. He's freaking out saying we can't open it.
Of course he is. You go, yeah, you cover the back. I swear to God.
I can smell it already. I know the smell.
What's that?
I can tell that smell.
What's that?
I smell something bad.
Oh, motherfucker. I swear to God, bro. My heart's racing right now.
Mine too.
Fuck, bro.
I don't want to see it. Just give me a second.
Oh, still. Oh. You got a whiff. There's something in there. There's a person in here. Go get him in handcuffs.
As officers forced open the locked chest freezer inside the East Las Vegas mobile home on November 6, 2024, they made a discovery that would turn a routine welfare check into a homicide investigation. Inside was the body of 68-year-old Monique Gilbertson. She had not been seen or heard from since around October 22, 15 days earlier. To understand how police reached this point, we need to go back to how Daniel Roush came to be living in her home. Roush, who identifies as a transgender woman and goes by the name Jazlynn, met Gilbertson at a Home Depot. She offered him a place to stay in her mobile home in exchange for help with repairs and household tasks. Roush agreed and began paying a portion of the rent. At times, his wife Gina Lopez also stayed there. What started as a practical arrangement reportedly changed over time. Gilbertson grew unhappy with Roush's habits and, according to statements, suspected him of stealing from her. She asked him to leave and even changed the locks around October 22, 2024. After that date, Gilbertson was no longer seen or heard from by those who knew her. On November 6th, the management office of the mobile home park, concerned after days without contact, called the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for a welfare check. Officers knocked for a long time before Roush answered the door. During the search that followed, they found Gilbertson's body folded inside the locked freezer. It was in a stiffened condition, and later statements indicated it had been there for at least 4 days. Roush gave statements to police at the scene. He said he had found Gilbertson unresponsive in the home and placed her body in the freezer because he did not know what else to do. Reports noted that his accounts of exactly where he found her varied. He did not call 911 immediately. Police also spoke with Gina Lopez, who was at the residence. She made statements that included knowledge of the body being in the freezer and involvement in obtaining certain substances. Both Roush and Lopez were taken into custody that day. In the weeks that followed, the investigation produced more information. In January 2025, a grand jury indicted Daniel Roush on 7 felony charges. These included second-degree murder, abuse of an elderly or vulnerable person, burglary, and multiple drug-related offenses, including administering a controlled substance in the commission of a felony. Prosecutors have alleged that Roush caused Gilbertson's death by administering fentanyl and then concealed her body in the freezer in an effort to take over her home and life. These are allegations made by the prosecution. Roush has pleaded not guilty to all charges and maintains his innocence. Gina Lopez faced separate charges of drug-related offenses and burglary. She was not charged with murder. Her attorney has stated that the evidence does not support her involvement in the killing itself.